Stay tuned for the sneak peek at the end.
See, what the is that?
Factory Rolex defect.
You want to get paid quick? Sell your watch to horologyexchange.com.
One of the craziest things about YouTube is how many people have actually reached out. Now, tons of people that are local to me have reached out, whether it's to sell stuff, to buy stuff, trade, whatever the case may be. So I had someone reach out over the weekend. He has a brand new 2024 Explorer 2 Polar. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go pick this watch up.
We managed to pick up the watch. A lot of people ask why I don't film these types of things. First off, I just met this guy. He's kind enough to invite me into his home. So last thing I want to do is start shoving cameras in people's faces. It is what it is. It gives me a little bit less content, but nevertheless, we bought the watch. 2024 226570 Explorer 2 with the polar dial. Now this watch is brand new. He just never really wore it. It's got a few stickers on it, but I mean, it's a brand new complete set. This was a good purchase. Probably going to list it on the website for around 12,000 bucks. Probably one of the cheapest 2024 complete sets. Brand new, available anywhere. Now, while I was out, someone else gave me a call. They have a brand new Pepsi for sale. Of course, I'm always buying especially fresh Rolex watches, and I think this is really what's starting to happen with the market. A lot of people never really had the money to afford these watches. Some people have families, they have other important things than putting a watch on their wrist. When Rolexes were going over list, even 100 to 150%, people were putting their names down. They wanted to get the watch, they wanted to flip it for the profit. People are getting phone calls. They're getting phone calls for brand new Submariners, maybe sub dates, stuff like that. Those watches are not going over list that much anymore. So a lot of people think, oh my God, I'm getting a brand new black Submariner. I'm gonna make some money here. Well, those days have since come and gone. Granted, you could probably get around 12 grand for the watch if you're selling it to a dealer. Wholesale, the watch is worth 13. Where do we buy it at? Can't pay you 13 and a half because then I'm sitting on it to make $500. Granted, this is a business. I have to make money and you are getting the allocation, so you have to make money yourself. You just need to be a little bit smart. Don't play into the game. The ADs are going to offer you gold, sky dwellers, cookie monsters, stuff that is going under a list or is trading just at list. Nevertheless, we have a brand new 2024 126710 BLRO. This is the Pepsi ceramic on Jubilee, the best combination. And once again, this is a 2024 complete set. One of my favorite watches. This is the most sought after GMT. It really is. I don't care what anybody says. This is 100% it. And honestly, these are still doing 100% over list price. Now, one more point I do want to bring up. You, as the purchaser, you need to understand not to be greedy. Once again, it's your watch. You can ask whatever the hell you want for it. It doesn't bother me. You're buying a watch at 11, 12 grand. You want all the money. You see it going online, 23,000. I want 23,000. I just paid 11,000. And then you want me to pay that. It doesn't work like that. There's no money. And I tell people this in the absolute nicest way ever. For reference, someone just offered me a 228238 green ombre dial, and he's asking well over what I could buy at wholesale. Now, I'm showing screenshots. I'm showing what they're actually going for. I can't pay you what you're seeing online. I'm not in the business of creating a museum. Buy watches to flip them, make a small profit, move on to the next. In these times, guys, don't be greedy. Trust me. I've been there. I've done that. I've made that mistake before where I try and wait for all the money. I end up losing money. It happens. It's the way the world works. To have a good profit, especially something like this, 12 grand into $19,800. I don't know. I think that's a pretty solid profit. I'm not holding out for another $1,000. That's insane. If it's a good enough profit, make the money. I'll tell you guys all the time. If I can't pay you that strong on the watch, go sell it elsewhere or post it on a private selling platform. You might make more money. I'm not here to beat anybody over the head with a wooden stick. I'm here to make sure that I buy correctly and I can make a profit and you can make a profit. Quick interruption into the video. We are finally able to go live here on YouTube. So I'm going to utilize that to my advantage. Somebody actually gave me this idea maybe a month or so ago, but now we're finally able to go live. So with that being said, every single Wednesday after this video drops from 5 to 8 p.m. EST, because I'm on the East Coast, if you have anything for sale, I'm going to do live buying. You guys will get to call in and I'll be able to, make you an offer live on film. It'll be all natural. I think it'll be a great thing for content. Plus, you guys will get to see exactly how these conversations play out. You guys will see what I purchase, also what I'm purchasing it for. So don't forget, every Wednesday from now on, 5 to 8 p.m. EST, live buying. If you have anything for sale, feel free to call in. let's get back on with today's video.
Speaking of buying, here's some fresh stock that's hitting the website. I just wanted to reiterate this, guys. I buy only the cleanest watches, headache-free, and that's it. I like to buy near new old stock condition watches like these Datejust, as well as this Day-Date with a factory diamond bezel, diamond dial. I just did a full restoration on this watch. You guys will see the video, as well as some Explorers. I just want to reiterate, guys, you pay for what you get. When you purchase a pre-owned watch through me, you know it's been fully gone through and you know the condition is going to be immaculate. Stop getting scammed. You pay for what you get. I was very busy when this watch came in. I had like 6 other watches. I had to pay people. I had to answer a few emails, and time runs out. Time runs out so quickly throughout the day. It's absolutely insane. However, this 226570 came in. 2022 complete set, came from one of you guys, and I was just at a point. I was like, all right, it looks clean, everything's good. You know, I don't see any issues, no real dings, no real dents. The bezel looks good, crystal's good. How could I go wrong here?
See, what the is that?
And unfortunately, there was something wrong with it. The Mercedes hand over here, there's a little bit of an issue.
Let me see if I can get this on video for you guys.
This is actually a factory Rolex defect. If you look at the hands, and this is so minuscule that I almost didn't even want to tell the guy, I can't just sell this watch again. And then I'm gonna have to deal with the repercussions. He told me who he purchased it from. It was a dealer that I know. I gave him a call. He verified he sold the watch, sold it as brand new, and nobody caught this. This is where those minute details either make or break you in this business. Right at the tip of the Mercedes hand, a black piece of this DLC coating on the hands actually flaked off and dried into the loom. It's very hard to see. You have to look at it under magnification. These 226570 hands, they're notorious for having poor finishing, meaning they're not fully painted black. There's some of the coating flaking off, and it's crazy because it makes people think, well, wait a minute, have these hands been messed with? No, there's plenty of forums out there. There's plenty of posts about this stuff. It is exactly how Rolex finishes these hands. It's not the best, it's not the worst, but for something of this caliber, you would think it would be done a little bit better. However, this is definitely a quality control miss by Rolex. Has to be 100%. We're gonna send this watch into Rolex Service Center. I'm gonna do it on behalf of the client. He did tell me somebody authenticated it years ago before he purchased it. This is definitely a production flaw, and it was something that should have been caught. Hopefully they honor this warranted repair, but this is why it's so important to check these things. I don't have to send them out. I don't have to wait 24 hours for another watchmaker to tell me, yes, this watch is good. I'm the competent person here. I'm the one that handles this. Everything is done in-house for a reason. It doesn't slow up payment, and it doesn't slow up the intake of every single watch. No matter how busy I am, every single thing needs to be checked with the utmost scrutiny. Luckily, that little voice in my head said, just double check it one more time. But it was pretty crazy. I thought I'd share this with you guys. Wild, wild stuff. Rolex factory QC miss. Now we have another 126610 LV going out the door. Shout out to Nick. He actually watched the last video and he caught the deal. All right, guys, you got to pay attention. I'm always throwing out deals here and there. This is a brand new 2024. He picked this watch up under $15,000.
Okay, so literally as I'm filming this, I posted all the new stuff on the story. Someone had reached out, said he wants the Pepsi. See if we can close it up. Hey, what's going on, Nick? I was just giving you a call in regards to the brand new Pepsi, and it's actually fresh 2024. It's dated this month. And if you're serious about it, we can definitely make something happen today, but I'm pretty firm on the 22,000. I think that is the lowest price for a brand new fresh Pepsi.
Hey, we give me that 21, right?
Say it again?
We give me that 21.
I genuinely can't. To be 100% honest with you, that's pretty much wholesale on one of these right now, especially on Jubilee bracelet. 21,000 is a tad too low. I would go 21.5 wire, and that's out the door delivered to you.
All right, let's do it.
Want to do it? All right, cool. That works for me. I'll send you over an invoice, and then yeah, we'll pretty much go from there. All right?
Done. Appreciate you, Peter.
Awesome. Not a problem, Nick. Thank you for reaching out.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye. All right. Look at that. Quick. 15 minutes lasted on the story. Brand new 2024, 21,500. Fantastic. Once again, guys, I'm in the business of turning a profit and moving inventory. That's it. Don't forget, follow the Instagram Horology Exchange. All the deals, all the steals get posted there first. So if you guys don't see anything on the website, it's probably already on Instagram and it probably sold. So now we sold some of my favorite watches, 36mm day dates back to back. This one was very cool because it was from 1968, had the original purchase receipt. This guy paid $1,000 for this watch. Absolutely wild. I bought it from one of you guys, and let me tell you what a headache this thing was to restore. It needed so many parts that I think when I finally sold it, I pretty much broke even or maybe made a little bit of money. However, it was very cool to actually own this watch, and now somebody else is enjoying it. But this 36mm day date, this is the creme de la creme. And shout out to Steven because he waited months until I found the perfect one, and we ultimately sold it to him. All right, now people like to freak out. Oh, you're asking $17,000, $18,000 for a day date from the 80s, 90s. Yes, I am. And if you have one in this condition, complete collector set, please sell it to me. I will gladly pay you anywhere from $15,000 to $18,000. All right, these are very hard to find, and these are some of my favorite watches. So Steven, enjoy this one. So we have a ton of sell requests. Shout out to everybody that goes to the website. You guys send in stuff. Don't forget, if you are selling anything, head right over to the website. Let me know what you have for sale. I'll see if I can buy it. I'm seeing a massive influx of just overpricing. I like to overturn watches. I like to get new inventory in very frequently. I'm from a wholesale oriented background in terms of that's how my business ran for years. Once again, my brain is trained. I need to turn product. That's how it all adds up at the end of the month. So we're gonna call this guy. He's got a 116509 2022. He's asking $42,000. That is absolutely insane. But we'll go ahead. We'll see what we can do here. I mean, he's asking more than what I would sell a blue dial for. You know, the Ghost is pretty popular, but I don't know.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
No answer.
The person you're trying.
On to the next one. So we got a black 2022 AP 15510 ST, and this guy is asking $39,000. I am so transparent when it comes to pricing. It's actually ridiculous. 90% of the time, it works out in my favor. 10% of the time, someone goes, wow, it's that much of a difference. Okay, and I end up losing a deal. It is what it is. I don't want anyone feeling bad that they bought something, and I don't force people to buy stuff. I sold a 2023 rhodium dial that was basically new for, let's see exactly how much I sold that watch for. I sold that watch for $37,000. $39,000 is, I mean, it's meth. It's crystal meth. You know what other people say to me? Like other dealers. You know, I asked, how much should I currently pay for this watch? 20 people, back to back. Pete, don't pay anywhere near 30. Hey, what's going on, Christopher? How are you? It's Peter from Horology Exchange.
Hey, Peter, how are you?
Good. So I figured it would be easier to call you, obviously, than going back and forth via text. Now, $39,000, if you don't mind me asking, is $39,000 a firm number, or like, where did that number come from?
That's just me throwing something out there.
I guess it's my fault for putting that tab there.
Yeah, I think the last time I checked, it was somewhere around there. I didn't really see any comps recently, so I just threw a number out there to see where we stand.
I sold a 2023 rhodium dial for like 37 grand, and that was a few weeks ago. I mean, there's a few on eBay listed for like 35, so I'm not that far off. Now, black and rhodium dial, they pretty much trend in the market at the same prices. So I'm going to assume we're way too far apart here, but me paying anywhere close to 39, it's not feasible. It's just not possible, you know?
I understand. I mean, you can't get any closer to maybe like 35.
I really can't. I could try and squeeze, like if I had it pre-sold to someone, like I had a dealer reach out to me last night. I didn't even put a picture out there, but he was like, I could use it at $30,500. So, I mean, I feel like $30,000 is like all the money that I could even pay for it, you know?
Okay, that's understandable. I think at that price point, I may just hold on to it. I'm not really in a rush to get rid of it.
100%. Did you buy it at retail?
Yeah. I did, yeah. So I did buy it brand new.
Dude, you're perfectly fine. I need to stock it. I need to be in it like as safe as possible, especially around these times.
Absolutely, I understand. I figured I'd just reach out just because I see you on YouTube and we're local, so I figured why not reach out to you since you're right there.
Dude, I appreciate that, definitely, for sure. I'm sorry that I can't be a little bit stronger here. It's just, once again, I need to make sure that I'm safe at least.
No, 100%, I understand.
It's just how it is. But listen, if anything, I'll offer it around. I'll offer it to a few clients. If something pops up where someone could pay, I'm happy to do it. And plus, you're netting more than me just outright purchasing it. Yeah. I appreciate you reaching out, Chris.
I do have some other pieces while I have you on the phone.
Yeah, of course.
Any numbers on them?
Absolutely. What do you have?
2015 Batman Oyster.
Okay, 2015 old ref. What else?
2022 root beer, 210.
Okay. Are these both complete sets with white and green
Yeah, they're all
tags?
complete. Yep.
Okay.
Complete full.
Okay, what else?
And then also a 13 black sub date.
2013 sub, I'm probably a buyer around 9 grand. 2022, I'm a buyer around 16 and a half, depending on condition. And the 2015 Batman, realistically, I could pay 12 grand on that watch. So combined total for everything there. So we're looking at like 37 grand on the package.
Yeah, I mean, we're not far off. I think I just want a grand out of each piece more.
Grand, so you want to be out like 40 on the whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it's not possible. This is, once again, these are ballpark numbers prior to me even seeing condition and stuff.
Right.
If possible, whenever you have the time, shoot me over a few pictures of each watch. Maybe I could squeeze 500 here and there. You know, maybe I could get a little bit closer. But the Submariners right now, that's where they are.
So,
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, for sure. I'm happy to
be
do something.
The 13 black sub, I've owned it for like the last 11 years, so I haven't serviced it yet, so it probably does need service.
Okay, that's good to know, and thank you for being upfront about that. A lot of people just don't.
They're
It's a worn watch. Listen, it's pre-owned at the end of the day, so if I have to clean it up, I have to clean it up. But I appreciate you saying that. So
pretty much all in tip-top shape.
beautiful. Okay, that sounds good. Doesn't sound like we're too far apart. Perfect. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate the phone call. Bye.
No problem. Bye.
Okay, we tried to buy one, but seems like we're not too far off on 3 others. You know, it's one of those things. It's a fine line. You really need to know what you're doing in this business. You could very easily get stuck with a watch for a month plus, and you might even take a loss on it. But you have to make the money. You have to keep on turning it. So it is what it is. But good phone call. Now, of course, every video has to end, and this is the end of this one. But if you guys stuck around this long, here's a quick sneak peek of the next video that we'll be dropping. This is a super in-depth, in detail, behind-the-scenes look at how professional watch repair is done. You guys always hear me talk about OCDistic repairs, and this is some of the finest craftsmanship that pretty much money could pay for. So when I talk about these things, I actually do it. I'm not like these other guys that tell you guys, watches are good, they're pre-owned, this, and that. No. It's a different level, it's a different standard that Horology Exchange provides. So don't forget, stay tuned for next week's video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget, follow me on Instagram. We're trying to grow on all platforms. And this is the type of content you guys will get.